Hello guys, going to be doing an unboxing from the Cubicle. Placed this order about a month ago while I was away on holiday, hoping it would come a lot earlier. Number one, it was delayed by about 3 weeks, leaving Cubicle in the US, and after that it seems to have got holed up and I've had some customs to pay, so I popped down to the post office and picked this up. So there was an additional £15 UK sterling to pay. The overall order I think was about $208, so I've got a list up here of the various bits and pieces that I ordered, so we can work through, and do excuse some of my pronunciation of the names. So without further ado, see, most cubing unboxing are actually unpackaging, where this one, because of the size of the order, actually is an unboxing. So, what do we have? Right, first off, we've got a Cubicle t-shirt. Tend to order t-shirts, do like having a collection of t-shirts. For some reason I lost a load of my cubing t-shirts a few years ago. But yeah, so that's quite nice. Let's pop that down there. I ordered some new bags. Now, when I order from UK Cube Store, you do get a free bag most of the time. But with a comp coming up, I thought these were quite nice. These Cubicle-based bags. So I think I got 6 of those. There's 5 there. Maybe I ordered 5. Let's have a little look on my list. 5 bags, there we go. Okay, now we've got some, as some people may know, my current main SpeedCube has been or my main for quite a while has been the GANS 356. And I was quite intrigued to see here that, in essence, what in their accessories, part of the website, Cubicle did some additional centre caps and some weight sets for the GANS 356, and I thought that might be quite nice to experiment and see how we go. And here we have a battery for my Generation 2 SpeedStacks timer, which has no juice left, so that's great. I can get some stack matted soles underway before Exeter open in a couple of weeks' time. So yeah, some weights and caps for GANS 356 and a battery. Okay, I'm assuming this is the Kong's Design Mei Ying, top of the list here. I believe this is the closest thing to the Gogwan Yushao. Now, there's a bit of a story here, because I've got a couple of Gogwan Yushaos come in this particular box, in this particular order, and being impatient, I decided to order one from the UK Cube Store, and inadvertently ordered 2. So I've been solving on the Gogwan Yushao, although it's half placed whether it's my main or whether the GANS 356 V1 is my main, but I understand that the closest thing is the Kong Design Mei Ying to the Gogwan Yushao. So open them up. As is normal, tiny little book of how to solve. And yeah, the pieces, I can see straight away that the pieces have a huge resemblance to the Gogwan Yushao. So here's a Gogwan Yushao. So the shape of the pieces, the shape of the centres, the shape of the corners. Although this Mei Ying seems to have slightly more rounded corners. I think that the stickers are about on a par with the Gogwan Yushao. Let's have some first turns. Feels very, very loose. Probably a lot looser than I would solve on. Let's just have a little look. You see, the Gogwan Yushao, you see how tight I have it? and this one is a lot looser. Now for me it's quite important to have quite tight cube. I have a solving style where I hold the cube in a vice-like grip, and any cube that misshapes often causes lockups. So I guess I would have to tighten this up to have a real feel. It feels quite quite sandy, as the Goguen Yuxiao does. Yeah, I might do some fuller reviews of these, but it feels quite similar to the Goguen Yuxiao. As I said, a bit tight to be able to tell right at this moment. So that's the Moyu Kong's Design Meiying. Let's put that one down there. Right. Next up. Okay, this is a pillowed Moyu Eifu. Now I have a 7x7. I have a white cubic Moyu Eifu, which I just cannot solve on white. So I'll probably be offering that one up for sale at Extra Open. I have gone back for the purposes of just doing a few solves for the weekly competition. I have been, gone back to a Shen Chao that I've had for a few years, for 7x7. But, I always did quite like the feeling of the pillowed V-Cube many years ago. So, stickers look, I think, very much of a muchness compared to, say, the that's a Yushin. I'm just trying to think where my 6x6 is. It's just there, and I think the stickers are going to be of a very, very similar shade. Yep, I think they're pretty much the same design of sticker. Let's have some first turns. Oh, very, very smooth. Maybe a little bit loose for me, but I think actually this is a lovely cube. I think I'm going to get on really well with this. I tend to find 7x7s and higher order cubes. Don't know if it's my age, late 40s, but I do find that I have trouble controlling them. But I have to say that I think I'm gonna get on with this one, and I think it's good. I might actually be able to start solving more than a couple of 7x7s in a row without getting tired of it. So, turning of the layers, that's really, really smooth. A lot smoother than, say, the 6x6 even. And this is a lot smoother. Let me just see if I can find my white 7x7. So here's, and you can already hear it's a harder puzzle. I haven't played with the tensions. As I said, that one's going to be going up for sale soon. But I have to say that is really, really nice. I'm probably going to do a mean of 3 a little bit later on and just see how well I do on that. So that's the Moyu Eifu pillowed. What do we have next? Right, let's have a little look. Okay, this is interesting because I don't recall what this could be. I'm at a loss. Let's have a little look. Let's get them out. So this is the Mofanji. So we've got the Meiying. Let's delete that one. We have opened up the battery. We have Moyu Eifu. I can't say. I can't even tell you what I think this one is. Oh well. I shall come back and edit the video later. That's an interesting feel for it. It's quite sandy. It's again, it's far too loose for my solving style. I don't, this is obviously a Mofang, but I didn't actually order one. So I'm going to come back to that one later. I might do another video on that once I found out what it is and do a review. But as a feel, it's got quite a bit of potential. Okay, we're going to move on to next. Oh, down in here. Okay, down in here we have here two Gogong Yuxiaos. We have a stickless, and this is the first stickless I've had in a long time. I originally bought a stickless Daeon Guhong, and I used it to, I think it was the only cube I ever had any 3x3 blind solving successes on, a number of years ago. But of course they weren't competition legal. So I thought I'd try out a stickless. Now they're competition legal. So I'm expecting I'm not expecting anything much different to the Gogong Yuxiao, since I have done quite a few hundred sols on a couple of them. Be interesting to see how my recognition is on stickless. I immediately suspect that, having a look at the change of shade here, that this is a very light green compared to the yellow. I might have some recognition problems there. As for feel, yeah, same sandy feel as the Gogong Yuxiao. Might even do a sample solve on this one. Extremely fast, it feels faster than the black ones that I have. So let's just have a little sample. Oh, I could get used to this. I could quite easily get used to this, apart from the green, which to me I think is going to be a real problem for me. We'll try some more samples on that yet later. Does feel very similar to a black stickered Gogong Yuxiao. It's the stickless one. Apart from the green, nice cube. So that's my third Gogong Yuxiao, and now to open my fourth. And this is the first time I've purchased a Cubicle special cube. So premium cube. Cubicle do some premium cubes in their range, and this is a Cubicle premium Gogong Yuxiao. Like the light blue, I did have a Daeon Zhongshi, which had the light blue on it, which I sold well as my main for a little while. So I don't dismind the lighter blue, unlike the stickless lighter green. It's also quite stubborn and doesn't actually want to open. So it'll be interesting. I do like the stickers, I have to say. I haven't turned the cube yet, but just the look of the stickers, very nice set. There is a high possibility that I will try and persevere with this cube and see if it will become my main. Yep, normal sort of. It's got that sandy feel of a Gogong Yuxiao. It's, effortless corner cutting. It's set up probably looser than mine. Let's just do a little sample solve with it. That's not going to help much because those are scoop scrambles. Yes, I think I could probably get used to the rest.